This is a question that a lot of Destiny people ask themselves at some point. Why, when I go back and play some of the older raids, I don't get pinnacle rewards for them? Why do I not get pinnacle rewards for older dungeons that I go back and play? This is a question that a lot of Destiny people ask themselves when it comes to just the power grind, when it comes to Destiny. Why is some of the best content that was ever put into the game relegated to the point that only reason to run it is just to run it? Sure, there's weapons in there and stuff that you might want to try to go after, but it's not really incentivized by the people that already ran that stuff to help other people go through it, other than just doing it out of the kindness of their heart, which a lot of people inside of this Destiny community does. But I just think that it was about time that they did something about this, and with the announcement in the latest swap that we will actually be able to get a raid rotator, which will take a featured raid and rotate that along with another raid that's going to have a pinnacle engram involved with it, is an amazing thing to hear. So how's this all going to work? You will start in season 17. There will be a feature raid, which will be Vow of the Disciple, which is the latest raid that launched with the Witch Queen. We will also be getting a brand new dungeon that is currently redacted by Bungie, but that will also get pinnacle rewards. And the difference between a featured raid and a featured dungeon is every activity that you complete inside of those activities will drop a pinnacle reward activity. Compared to the feature rotating raid or dungeon, you will only get a pinnacle reward once you complete the activity. So one pinnacle reward. That is a really good change. Now, some people are going to probably say, well, why can't we get drops throughout the whole entire raid or dungeon? Because there are a multitude of drops that do happen in these experiences, but that's not the direction they chose to go with. But I'm just happy with the fact that they are listening to their community and giving life to these older pieces of content. That is some of the best content that they actually made in the game. So we don't know the exact timeline that this is going to happen is. We don't know exactly where they're going to start is. All we know is Vow of the Disciple and whatever the upcoming dungeons going to be are the ones that we're going to start with. And it's probably going to just go in chronological order to the raids as they release. We don't know how long Vow of the Disciple is going to end up being the featured raid for the year, because we do know that there is supposedly another D1 raid that's going to come over at some point this year, which we don't have any inklings on what that's going to be. But I would just assume once that happens, the Vow of the Disciple will get put into the rotator, and whatever that D1 raid is that they're reprising will be the feature raid at that time. And the same thing will happen with any subsequent dungeons that release over the course of this year. And even with that, they're taking it even further by basically taking away the lockout penalty of running it once, getting the rewards once, and you have to wait to the next reset to do it. We're pretty much going to basically Scourge of the Past level farming, when they basically made it so anybody that wanted to get an anarchy, you basically just had to play Scourge of the Past as much as you wanted over the course of that last season it was available to get the weapon. And they're doing that for all the raids and all of the dungeons going forward. So if you find a particular area or a particular encounter that you want to get a particular weapon from, you can farm it as much as you want to your heart content, and you will not have any barriers in front of you. This is something that a lot of people have been asking for in raids for years when it comes to stuff like this. And I think they got a lot of good feedback around Scourge of the Past when they did that. So I think this is another great change. But in general, please tell me what you guys think about this. How do you feel about the lockout rule being lifted and people being able to just raid and get as much loot as possible? How do you feel about the raid rotator? Is there anything that you feel like can be done better? Or do you think they should do anything else? I definitely want to hear what you guys got to say down in the comments section. But as always, please check out the last video I did. It was basically talking about the whole skill-based matchmaking thing that happened over the course of this week, and definitely want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments about it in that video as well. I'll link it down in the description, plus you can hit the card over to the side. But with that being said, guys, truly appreciate all of the love and support on the last videos, and I want everybody to enjoy their holiday. Happy Easter, happy gaming weekend, enjoy the Destiny that you have, slay out an Iron Banner, because that is still going on. Unfortunately, there's no trials this week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Your boy Gaming 48 is here, sub to the channel, and I appreciate you. Peace.